Welcome to Resin Casting Tips and Tricks 3. Whether you're a beginning resin caster or an experienced master, allow me to share some of my resin tips and tricks with you. My name is Eric Strebel. I'm an industrial designer. Welcome to my channel about product design and making. Look at these nasty desiccant packs that I just pulled out of the bottom of my tank. So definitely a good idea to run desiccant in the bottom of your pressure tank. So these are definitely all consumed and spent. Pressure casting is all about removing bubbles, and bubbles are caused by moisture. So toss in some desiccant packs in the bottom of your pressure tank, or you can put in a reusable container just like this. You'll be happy you did. This is a 2-ounce Jello shot size cup. It's perfect for mixing small quantities of resin. The low sidewalls lend themselves to easily mixing this quantity of resin. Perfect for your project. It also turns out that when you're done and the cup has hardened with the resin in it, you can flip it over and punch it out and reuse the cup. When you're injection casting with syringes, you want to use them over and over. I use Stoner Rapid Release on the black rubber plunger tips in the syringes. This allows the material to come off and not stay connected after repeated use. Yeah, that's probably happened to you too. That's super annoying. At this point, I've switched to parchment paper. The sheet size is really nice to work on. It unfolds and it stays flat, and nothing sticks to it. So for years, I've been using Johnson's paste wax on stuff to keep resin from sticking to it, and this works pretty good. Problem is that the scale gets full of paste wax, and sometimes you can't see the numbers. I can't tell you how many scales I've ruined because I dumped or accidentally spilled resin into it. You can slip your scale into a Ziploc gallon bag or whatever size is needed and prevent yourself from having to buy a new scale next time you tip your resin over. If you watch the epoxy pourers and the acrylic pourers on YouTube, you'll see they all use a torch, a hair dryer, or a heat gun to pop the bubbles in their resin. Turns out this works for urethane casting as well. Just be careful, do not overheat your resin. Have you ever poured resin into a very green silicone mold and got sticky, shiny parts like this? Yeah, it happens all the time. Take a little denatured alcohol and wipe down that brand new silicone mold, and that'll fix the problem. Your parts will come out flawless and perfect after that. Yeah, that sucks. You just mix up some resin and you don't have a lot of time, and you vacuum degassed it. When you let the air back into your tank, the resin cup tipped over. Yeah. My tank has a side entry for the air. So what I do is I put a big bucket inside of the vacuum tank,
and then the cup inside of that deflects all the air rushing back into the tank and keeps that cup of resin from tipping over. 8 resin casting tips and tricks to save you some heartache. Hope you enjoyed. Leave your favorite tips and tricks in the comments below and share with all the other resin casters. Thanks a lot. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links in the description below and on the channel page. Rock on. Don't forget to check out the t-shirts and hoodies in the merch shelf below. Click here to check out some of the other design and making videos that I have that you might enjoy.